On a college campus, crows have been attacking the same face for 8 years. But here's the unsettling part. Crows that never saw that face attack it too. They're taking revenge for something that happened before they even hatched. The generations change, but the grudge stayed. We spend our whole lives assuming animals barely notice us. But some of them notice far more than you'd ever guess. And a few of them never forget a single face they've seen. Today, we're looking at the animals that can hold onto one human face for years, sometimes for life, and what they quietly decide to do with it. Because you will forget most of the faces you pass today by tonight. They will not all return the favor. The story begins at the University of Washington with a strange experiment by a biologist named John Marsluff. Marsluff and his team caught a few campus crows, tagged them, and let them go. But while they did it, they were wearing a grotesque caveman mask. To the crows, that face now meant danger. Time passed. When the researchers put the same mask back on and walked across campus, the crows swarmed them, screaming. When they took the mask off and walked the exact same path with their own faces, nothing happened. The crows weren't remembering clothes or a body. They were remembering a face. As a control, they wore a different mask and no one touched it. Only the dangerous face got attacked. Now the truly incredible part begins. When a crow spots a threat, it doesn't quietly slip away. It screams, it calls in the crows around it, and together they mob the face. And the other crows watching memorize that face too. So the hatred spreads not through blood, but almost by word of mouth. Over the years, brand new crows were born that had never seen the experiment. But they started attacking the mask anyway, because they had learned the dangerous face from the older birds. 8 years later, when that mask showed up on campus one more time, a flock of crows that had never once seen it in their lives still came diving down out of the sky. So what about the city's most ignored bird, the pigeon? In an experiment in Paris, 2 researchers regularly fed the pigeons in a park. There was just one difference between them. One would sometimes chase the birds off, the other never touched them. Both handed out the same amount of food. But before long, the pigeons recognized the one who chased them and started keeping their distance. Then the researchers cheated. They swapped their coats, they switched roles. It made no difference. The pigeons had already made up their minds. You couldn't fool them, because what they remembered wasn't a jacket. It was a face. Horses take this a step further. In one experiment, horses were shown an angry photograph of a person they had never met. Just an angry face on a piece of paper. A few hours later, that same person walked up to the horses in the flesh, this time with a completely calm expression. And yet, the horses treated them like a threat. They kept watching them with their left eye, because the left eye feeds into the half of the brain that processes danger. Horses that had seen a happy photo of the same person stayed relaxed. A single photograph had already made the horse's decision about that person. And that decision didn't change, even when the person smiled. Now, let's go underwater, because this ability isn't limited to furry, 4-legged animals. Giant octopuses living in an aquarium told apart 2 keepers wearing the exact same uniform. One of them fed the octopuses, the other poked them every day with a bristly stick. Before long, when the octopuses saw the keeper they disliked, they started blasting them with water, even changing color and backing away. To the keeper they liked, they came closer. A creature with 3 hearts, blue blood, and not a single bone, nothing like us at all, had decided which human it couldn't stand. But not every animal only writes down enemies. In Seattle, a little girl named Gabby started feeding the crows in her yard every day. After a while, the crows began paying her back. Tiny beads, shiny screws, a broken earring, a polished stone. Little treasures, carefully chosen just for her. The crows had filed her face under good and settled their debt. So how long does this memory last? A study on chimpanzees and bonobos gave an answer. These apes stared far longer than the others at a photo of an old friend they had parted from years earlier. One bonobo still recognized a sister it had last seen 26 years before. The longest facial memory ever recorded outside of humans. And maybe the most unforgettable one of all. In 1969, in London, 2 young men bought a tiny lion cub named Christian from a department store. They raised him in the middle of the city, above a furniture shop. But Christian grew huge, fast, so they returned him to the wild to Kenya, entrusting him to the famous George Adamson. The lion slowly turned into a truly wild animal. A year later, the 2 men flew to Africa to see him one last time. Everyone warned them, the lion is wild now, he won't know you, he might even attack. Christian saw them from a distance. He froze for a moment, staring hard, then ran up, threw his paws onto their shoulders, and embrace them. A year had passed. He had not forgotten those faces. We humans like to think of animals as creatures that forget, but it was never really about remembering. It's about deciding who is worth remembering. If a crow sees you as a threat once, it will tell chicks that never even saw you. If an octopus dislikes you once, it will turn a jet of water on you. And if a lion truly loves you once, then years later, in the middle of a vast plain, it will run toward you. Today, you will walk past dozens of living things and forget every one of them by tonight. But don't forget this. Some of them are watching you, and a few of them will never forget you.